So tomorrow is the day we are getting The Sims and The Sims 2 re-released, and The Sims has made another tweet yet again. They have been making tweets and sometimes Instagram posts every single day ever since the Nostalgia Now started. If you guys have felt like they've been kind of quiet on Twitter, just little things here and there, definitely head over to Instagram. There has been more stuff there, and they even created this very nostalgic website just for this Nostalgia Now. I wasn't expecting that, but today The Sims did tweet, "Okay, it's nostalgia now, but let's try nostalgia tomorrow," with the same photo that we've already seen here on their banner. So it has already been leaked that The Sims 1 and The Sims 2 will be re-releasing. There was basically confirmation of it because of the coding that was found and images that were found. We were just waiting for The Sims to officially announce it, and I think what they're doing is just trying to surprise us tomorrow. You know, as the tweet says here, let's try nostalgia tomorrow, literally just giving away the fact that tomorrow The Sims 1 and The Sims 2 will be available again. So I think they're just going to kind of drop it on us. And they actually made a little mistake earlier, which is now taken down, but some people did manage to get some screenshots. So we have this tweet from The Sims Nostalgia, and it says here it's about to happen, with a screenshot from their website. And it says, "The Sims and The Sims 2 are back. Purchase legacy collections featuring re-releases of these beloved titles along with numerous packs." And you can see it says buy The Sims and buy The Sims 2. So when this was up, people were saying when they would click on buy, it would just be a 404 error code. That was definitely a mistake on their end. They weren't supposed to put it up today. But for anyone who has been a little bit hesitant, even with the leaks, here's your answer right here. This is happening tomorrow. There's also this tweet here from Simply Chelsea. So this is what it looked like if you saw it on your phone. Basically, it says the same thing. Purchase legacy collections. There's the buy buttons. So I want to talk about this a little bit. People were wondering if it was going to be free or if we're going to have to pay for it. I honestly didn't know, but I was kind of leaning more towards having to purchase them just because they did release the My Sims again, and you have to purchase those. And the only changes that were made was, of course, it's compatible to run on the Switch now. And then they polished the graphics a little bit. And I think the reason they polished them is actually because, in my opinion, it was kind of necessary. The way the My Sims looks, it's very cartoony. Like a lot of the Switch games we see nowadays, you know, Animal Crossing, all that, it should be smooth. But because the game's so old, it had a lot of jaggedy edges, you know? So yeah, the game just looks more smooth now, the edges are more crisp and stuff like that, and then they just raised the saturation. The game was a little dull looking, so they made it a little more colorful. That's all they did. Everything else is exactly the same. And then we found out that it's coming to PC, and of course it'll just be compatible with newer systems. For The Sims 1 and 2, they did call it re-release, not a remaster or anything like that, so I believe everything will be the same. Maybe we'll be surprised and there'll be some sort of graphics update. However, these games are very nostalgic for a lot of people, and some people just want them re-released as is, and then there's the other side of people who want updated graphics. I've seen both. Me personally, I don't really care. I love the way The Sims 2 looks already, and I believe it's even compatible with G-Shade and stuff like that. I could be wrong, but I've seen some people talking about that. Programs like G-Shade and Reshade aren't even mods, so if you don't want to use mods, you can still use that program. But correct me if I'm wrong, I just saw people talking about that, and I believe I've seen people in videos before using Reshade in their old Sims 2 videos. So you could always use that and make your game look all fresh and stuff. And then there is also mods and custom content for The Sims 2. I believe for The Sims 1 as well, but I've never used that before, so I have no idea about anything to do with that. But yeah, in my opinion, The Sims 2 looks great. I don't see an issue with the graphics with The Sims 2, but some people do want to see them upgraded. I do want to know your thoughts down below. I guess there is a chance they could be, but I just feel like it's just going to be re-released as is, and it's just going to work on newer systems. Some people have problems with the UI and stuff like that, you know. I'm sure it'll just load up how it's supposed to load up, fit your screen properly, you know. The Sims 1, same thing. I'm sure it'll look better on our newer systems, load up completely fine, but I don't know if they would go back and change the graphics. I also feel like there's something special about the Sims 1 graphics, you know. Some of us want to go back and play that for it to look how it looked back then when we used to play. But everyone's different, so I guess we'll see. I know some people are going to be disappointed that this says buy. I don't know what the price will be, who knows, but this is EA, keep in mind. So I'm not surprised. You know, as mentioned, The Sims did re-release My Sims and it cost money. If they're gonna re-release something, it's likely gonna cost something. You know, if they're gonna go through the process of re-releasing it, if they make it free, knowing EA, they're just not gonna do that. Even though we do get a lot of things for free as far as like free updates and stuff like that. But as far as this goes, from a business standpoint, it makes sense. I am curious though what the price point is going to be, because that's going to shift my opinion one way or the other, because if it's too expensive, I'm just going to feel like that's a little bit ridiculous since they are such old games and they are just re-releasing. If they don't do any updates to them at all, I do think it should be a good price. I will say, in my personal opinion, I feel like The Sims 2 is still worth money. There's games that are still being sold that are even older than The Sims 2 and still cost money. So The Sims 1, I don't know. The Sims 2 though, that is such a good game that I do feel like it's worth something. But I don't think it should be sold for a lot of money, you know? But if we're going to be able to play smoothly and we're not going to have to do anything, and we're not going to have to download any like 4GB patches or any mods to fix black boxes, and we're not going to have to deal with crashing and all of that, if it's going to run smoothly and be solid, then that's amazing. I'm excited for that. And easily accessible. Some people don't want to go on some website and download it. And I did get some comments still about, oh, I still have the Sims 2 Ultimate Edition on my EA app or Origin, you know, I don't have any need for this. So I did talk about that already. That's no longer going to work anymore, which is why I think they're also doing this. Of course, the 25th birthday, but I think it's the perfect timing. 32-bit games are going to stop working on the EA app. It's no longer going to work. The Sims 2 Ultimate Edition will no longer launch, along with other games that are 32-bit. So I feel like it's the perfect time to launch this, and then, you know, they'll actually be working on the EA app. If I didn't have The Sims 2 on my EA app, because I do have the Ultimate Collection from way back, if I didn't have that, I would have never touched The Sims 2 again ever since, you know, it stopped working on the disc form for me. I just wouldn't... I wouldn't have played again. I don't really download things from different websites and have to like launch it up separately, all of that. I just want it on my EA app. It's just convenient for me. So yeah, knowing that my Sims 2 Ultimate Edition is not going to work soon and then I can replace it with this new re-release, that's great to me. And then The Sims 1, I never thought that I would be able to see The Sims 1 in my EA app library. I'm just excited. Definitely keep up with The Sims tweets and all of that, because like I said, they did post like a throwback website. It's also over on Instagram, but they posted this tweet here saying, "Don't be grim," and then there is a link to this Sims Y2K website. I'm not gonna go all into it, but I love this. You can literally make your Sim self. You do have to take a picture of yourself. It is definitely a lot easier on your phone. I think this works though if you have a webcam hooked up as well. But there's a Sims board with lots of different Sim sounds. There's Sims Vision, and it's just like all, I don't know, it's just so nostalgic. I love this. Like even this whole layout looks like the old websites. I'm just gonna mute it, but yeah, you can see it's just Sims 1 gameplay. There is this like jacuzzi thing, and there's like, yeah, a bunch of little like memes. And then you can download these wallpapers. You can download one for your computer and your phone for The Sims 1 and The Sims 2. Yeah, I think this whole Nostalgia Now thing they've been doing is really cute. Get ready for tomorrow, you guys. I'm so excited. And with that, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.